Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's session, which is easier switch from Word or Docs to Zoho Writer. I'm Balaji, your customer success guide for this session. Let's take a quick look at what we'll cover today. We'll start with a quick introduction to Zoho Writer and an overview of how it compares to MS Word and your top frequently asked questions answered, and an hands-on live demo along with applications that are beyond Zoho Writer. And we'll also discuss real-world use cases, and we'll wrap up with the Q&A session. So we'll aim for about 5 minutes for the introduction, 8 minutes on the comparison, 10 minutes for the demo, 10 on the FAQs, and 5 minutes to close. Sounds good? Okay, picture this. You're writing a contract, a proposal, or just a formatted letter. You want a slick interface, powerful features, collaboration, no fuss, no hidden fees. And that is Zoho Writer. So here's what makes it special. It works online, offline, and across all your devices. Whether you are in Chennai, Mumbai, or halfway up in a hill in Manali, it syncs up when you're online. It's built not just to write, but to review, automate, and even build workflows. You don't need to cobble on add-ons, and it's a part of the base product. We also provide deep integrations, so Writer plays nicely with Zoho Mail, CRM, WorkDrive, Sign, and everything within the Zoho ecosystem. And it's 100% free always. No hidden tires, no surprise charges. And for those of you who care about security and compliance, data is stored within the Indian data centers, full encryption, and GDPR level privacy. And finally, we also have Zia, our built-in AI assistant, which helps you with grammar, tone adjustments, readability, summarization, and even translation. Think of it like your writing co-pilot. Now let's dive into what users always ask first. Can I really stop using Word and not lose anything? The short answer is yes, and even gain a few extras. Here is a comparison breakdown. So we'll cover the area and how it compares with Zoho Writer and MS Word. So starting with editing and formatting, so Writer provides complete parity, styles, images, tables, sections, and even the page layout. And on collaboration, so Writer has real-time co-editing, version history, and built-in approval workflows. So whereas with MS Word, the co-authoring is possible via OneDrive or via SharePoint, but the limitation is with the workflows. And on automation, we have document merge, fillable forms, and even native sign workflows. Whereas with MS Word, you need macros, external tools, or even you'll have to make use of Power Automate. And on AI writing, so we have Zia, which is our native AI application, which comes with grammar, tone, rephrasing, summarization, and as mentioned, translation. So whereas with MS Word, it is with Copilot, which is available only in the paid plans. Writer also supports a desktop application with full offline editing and synchronization. And also we provide cross-platform access. It is free across the web, desktop, mobile, which supports for both Android and iOS. And on the desktop application, it is for Windows, Linux, and even Mac operating systems. And on integrations, so it is within the Zoho ecosystem. We provide APIs, and we also provide an application called a Zoho Office Integrator, which we'll also cover during the session. And on security and privacy, so it is stored in the Indian data centers. There aren't any ads, and it comes with full encryption. So whereas with MS Word, it's hosted on the Microsoft servers. Considering the cost, it is free for all the users, whereas with MS Word, you'll have to make sure you have a license or a subscription. Let me call out a few fun bonuses you get with Writer that you won't easily get in Word. You can consolidate your tools. So Word plus SharePoint plus Power Automate plus Form Tools plus the Grammar Checker all into one single suite. Additionally, it provides fillable forms. Your static PDF forms, your web forms, or even paper forms can be converted into interactive forms within Writer. And Zia is your grammar helper, style coach, and a readability guide, replacing expensive tools like Grammarly. Additionally, so there's a true no-code automation. So you want to mail merge your letters or invoices, there is no VBA script or coding required. And we also provide built-in publishing tools where you can push your content to WordPress or Medium directly. And all that while giving you the familiarity and power you expect from Word. And at this point, let me address a few transition concerns people raise and things that I've heard in calls. To start with, will I lose the formatting when importing my Word files? No. Zoho Writer does a strong job of preserving layout, styles, comments, and even the track changes. And what about macros or VB scripts are used in Word? That's a special case. Writer won't support VBA, but often you can rebuild those flows using Writer's native automation or via Zoho Flow. And we also have an application called as Office Plus, which main concern is solving all the workflow related problems within the Office suite. And to address what about large files and collaboration with many users, Writer scales well. We have tested collaboration with many concurrent users and subject to limits, which we will review in the advanced FAQs. And is it just for small users? Not at all. Enterprise, government bodies, educational institutions are already using Writer at a scale. Just a quick engagement. So raise your hand or type in chat who's here already is using Word heavily within your organization. Thing is to inform you that you'll be pleasantly surprised how smooth the transition is. And time to tackle your burning questions. So Gautam and Rohit are standing by to jump in for any technical clarifications, and I'll fire off each question and give a straightforward answer. Here are the top FAQs you'll want to hear. To start with general and usability. So the first question here is that, is Zoho Writer really free for forever? Yes, Writer is fully free with no hidden cost as for code writing, editing, collaboration, and automation features. And can I use it completely offline? Yes. Via the Zoho Writer desktop application, you can create, edit, comment, approve, and when you're back online, it syncs changes over automatically. We also provide a markers offline option on the build version where you can sync the document directly on the web. You can directly edit it on the browser, and once the network is back, you can have it synced over. To understand, does Writer support Indian languages and keyboard layouts? Yes. It supports multiple Indian languages, both in typing and transliteration modes. Can I import and work with docx files? Absolutely. You can open, edit, comment, and save docx files directly within Zoho Writer. And will the formatting lose when importing the Word documents? In most cases, no. As mentioned, Writer preserves styles, layouts, comments, and even the sections, though extremely customized macros or niche Word features may require adaptation. And regarding the export formats, so PDF, Markdown, HTML, Writer supports exporting to PDF, Markdown, HTML, ODT, and of course, docx. So where is your data stored? Is it India or abroad? Your data is stored in the Indian data centers unless you opt otherwise. Full encryption is in transit and at rest ensures the security. And can I share the documents with non-Zoho users? This is an absolute yes. You can send a link with access levels set as view, comment, or edit, and non-Zoho users can access via that link, and there is no creation of Zoho account required there. We'll move on to productivity and automation now. So does Writer support templates and a mail merge? This is a definite yes. You can create templates and merge data like letters or invoices, and the data source can be from spreadsheets or databases without needing VB script. So this is where the Zoho ecosystem comes into place. We provide mail merge options directly within Recruit, People, CRM, and several other applications. And we are also working on custom data sources which you can directly create and use within the Writer application. And can I turn a document into a fillable form? Absolutely. Use Writer's form tools to convert static documents or PDFs into interactive fillable forms. And can I automate letter or invoice generation? Yes, you can set up merge templates plus workflows, and Writer can auto-generate those documents. And if you want to know how the approval workflows work, you can define a sequence starting with a draft, a reviewer, and then followed by an approver. So the document moves automatically through these stages, and comments and decisions are logs. We'll be showing that in the live demo too. And can I connect Writer with other Zoho applications, Sign or CRM? Yes, Writer connects deeply within CRM, Zoho Sign, Mail, WorkDrive, and more via document APIs. And to considering AI and features, so what can Zia do inside Writer? So Zia helps you with grammar, spelling, tone suggestions, rephrasing sentences, summarizing your content, detecting readability issues, and even translation. I'll show you how it works within the live demo too. And is voice typing or real-time translation supported? Speech to text, which is voice typing, support is available depending on the browser or the platform that you're using from. And real-time translation is supported between many languages. So, all right, let's move from talk to action. So I'll walk you through a live demo using a sample use case, say an HR offer letter, so you can see it in action. Right, so this would be the writer's landing page. So the demo that I will cover today is creating a new document or importing a document. So how the collaboration works here, we'll see how Zia is available within Writer and how it can be helpful in this case. Additionally, we also have workflows and approvals. You'll see how that is done within the application. And let's say if I want it to be an automation option, that is by creating a document template, how the form creation option works. Let's say if you have a PDF fillable form, how do I import it, or how it works in the application. And if possible, we'll also cover how the offline editing is done within the desktop application. To start with, to create a new document, all you have to do is just click on Create New, and then you can choose a blank document or choose one of your templates. So it's that simple. So click on Create New, click on Create Document. But let's say if I want to create it from a document that I currently have. So most of you would have been already using MS Word. And to import your Word file, that is a docx file, click on the upload button and click on upload document. And from there, you can choose the type of document, how you want it to be uploaded as. So it could be a merge template, a signed template, or a fillable template. So in this case, I want it to be a default Writer document. So I can either drag and drop the docx file or simply click on browse. And from here, I'm going to import the offer letter. Choose it and click on open. So it will start importing it. So once it's imported, so this is how it will look like. So this is the offer letter that I've imported. So you can see the complete document right here. So it's that simple. But let's say, how does the collaboration option work here? So all I have to do is just click on share, choose the members of my preference, and click on the share button and give them the editing option. So in this case, I've shared the document with Rohit, and I would like to see where Rohit is editing his changes. So there are real-time collaboration changes available. You can see the cursor of Rohit, and it's that simple. That's how you can see it in action. All right, and from there, you also have a Zia button on the top right. So if you click on Zia, you can see the spelling errors, the grammar suggestions, and the ease of reading as well. So you can see the readability score of the document and the reason for the score as well. Additionally, we also provide a plagiarism checker, word cloud, and the main question would be, so does it have a grammar checker? So you have the writing quality along with the grammar, so available right here. You can make changes based on the suggestions that are available here. All right, and continuing here. So that's how the Zia action works. And from there, this is the left pane where all the editing takes place. So you have your format, insert, fields, and all your menus available right here. And we actually divide Writer into 3 different segments. So compose, review, and distribute. So within the compose menu, so this is where all the editing takes place. And within the review menu, so this is where, let's say if you're looking for track changes, if you're looking for adding your comments, so this is where it occurs. And once the document is ready, and if you wanted to send it for a distribution, so this is where it happens. So you can download, you can export, you can have it sent for mail merge, etc. So all that is done here. And to cover the approval option, so that is setting up workflows. So you can see the assign workflow option right here. I'll have to click here. and choose the type of workflow that I need. So it could be review, approval, or both. So if I wanted to send it for approval, I choose this. I click on set workflow, and you can choose the approver. You'll have to add a note, and you can choose the approval date. And so this is the blueprint in action. So this is the complete blueprint for the workflow process, and I simply click on send for approval. It's that significant. So we have covered all these features specifically in our other webinars too, where we have delved in deeper on how each and every feature within Writer works. But this webinar is completely focused on an overview on how the application works. And if needed, you can also schedule an one-on-one demo with us. So Gautam or Rohit will share you the demo link where you can schedule a demo, where you can share your use cases, and we can schedule a one-on-one customized session on how it works for you. Now let's say if I want to have this as a mail merge document, so I'll have to click on the automate menu and have it converted as a merge template. So if I convert it, so this will be served as a merge template, and I can choose the data source of my preference, starting from a CSV file, a Zoho sheet file, or even CRM, people, recruit, etc. So now you can see this has been converted into a merge template by the significance here. I click on the hamburger icon, I go to automate again, and from here I can choose the data source of my preference. So these are the data sources available. So as mentioned, there's also a custom source available. And from there, I can have the merge tags added and have it perform mail merge based on the output settings available. We have also introduced an advanced merge option this year, so which relies on Office Plus, where you can set up advanced workflows. So we also covered this in one of our webinars where the automation builder and its features are completely covered. So just giving you an overview here. So this is on a document level. But let's say if you're looking to create a form, maybe a fillable PDF form, so even Writer covers that too. So all I have to do is click on upload and click on upload document and choose fillable template and choose the fillable template. So this is a fillable file. And if I click on open, it will be imported into as a fillable template, which can be used directly in Writer. So I have this open here, and these are the fields available on a fillable field level option. So you can see a single line field, a drop down field, a checkbox option, and even other single line fields. So which can be configured in several layers along with the pre-filled data, the number of text that has to be available, etc. So all this can be covered directly within the application by making use of the fillable PDF form. So I would also like to cover our Writer application. Let me show you. So this is how the desktop application looks like. So it has an offline option which covers your My Computer, along with a Zoho Cloud option which connects to your network. To give you an idea, so anything that you create within the My Computer, so along with a new blank document, will be stored on the offline. So that is on your desktop. So if, let's say, I would like to enter some content, if I want to save it, so I can just simply rename it, and I can save it as a Writer document or even as an MS Word document. But additionally, let's say if I want to make use of the Zoho Cloud option that I sync over my content from the desktop to the online version. So all I have to do is just make sure that I click on the Zoho Cloud button, sign in using my Zoho account, and you can work on the document online or offline. So if it's offline, it gets synced over to the online version once you're back to the network connectivity. If you're looking to open a document directly from here, you click on open a file. Same process, you choose the docx file, and if I click on open, it opens up the document in a new window, and you can continue with the editing here. So now you see how smoothly the document transitions from editing to review to approval, and everything is within the same place, and along with all your content on a cross device level, so which is within your desktop application or within the online version too. And we also cover it on an mobile devices as well. So it is available for Android, iOS, and on the desktop level, it is supported for Windows, Mac, and even Linux. So all right, up until now, we've talked about Writer itself. But here's the thing, Writer doesn't live in isolation. It's part of a bigger Zoho ecosystem. And when you pull in those integrations, the value and power go up exponentially. Let me walk you through the extensions and integrations that make Writer more than just a word processor. So we'll start with Zoho PDF Editor. So think of it as your native PDF toolkit inside the Zoho universe. So there is no switching applications or no broken workflows. And just to give you an idea, here's what you can do with it. So you can edit text, images, and layouts inside PDFs. You can change the wording, move images, or even adjust the formatting. Additionally, you can also annotate and overlay the content. Highlights, shapes, comments, drawings, and these are useful for review rounds. And you can also add fillable form fields or even signatures where you can convert static PDFs into interactive forms or even signature-enabled documents. We also support organizing the pages, that is, you can reorder, insert, delete, split, or merge the pages. Along with that, we support watermarking, we also support password protection, and even there are security features where you can restrict access and secure your PDFs with encryption. And not just that, we also support exporting and converting, so you can turn the edited PDFs back into docx or rich text or regenerative fillable templates too. And one of the key things is that we also provide APIs for these. It is not just for the end users. Developers can integrate PDF editing into their own applications via REST APIs. And the bottom line is that there is no more bouncing between a PDF tool and your document tool. So everything, edit, sign, formification, all inside the Zoho environment. And for those of you using Writer heavily, it means your flow stays inside the Zoho applications and not split across other applications too. And next, Zoho Office Integrator. If you're a company building portals, web applications, internal tools, this is a gold for you. So with Office Integrator, you can embed Writer, Sheet, Show, and even PDF Editor right into your own applications. So what does embedding mean in practice here? So users in your internal tool, say CRM or portal, can open, edit, and collaborate on documents without leaving your application. The editing interface shows up as a part of your application, and the documents can be stored within your storage and your servers or your cloud. The edited content gets pushed back to you. Zoho servers handle the rendering and the editing temporarily. You can also whitelist or customize which features of your editor the users have to see. For example, you can disable or hide commenting, track changes, etc. via the editor's APIs. And even fillable forms are supported in the integrator. So that too, meaning you can embed forms inside your application that are interactive and connected to your data backend. And it supports white labeling too. So the user sees your brand and not the word Zoho. And it's cross-platform and storage agnostic. It doesn't force you to use Zoho storage. So imagine this, your customer portal lets client edit their contracts right inside your application. And your HR tool lets managers approve employee letters inside the same interface. You get the document editing, collaboration, and workflows without pushing the users out. So it is not just convenience, it's a game changer for building integrated experience. And to bring it all home, you can then Writer with PDF editor capabilities into your applications. You can use Writer's REST APIs and extensions to add custom logic, hooks, or integrations. You can also embed documents, forms, and editing in your applications, giving your users a seamless experience rather than forcing context switches. And all this integration means Writer becomes a document engine, not just a standalone tool. And with the APIs controlling the storage, branding, features, your team or developers are in control of how deep or shallow the integration goes. So now let's look at what's already happening on the ground in India. So not hypothetical, real use cases. And these are the sorts of stories where people are using Zoho Writer and the Zoho ecosystem to solve actual problems. And these gives you a sense of what's possible and maybe spark ideas for your own work. To start with, the Ministry of Education has recently issued a directive that all its officials should shift to Zoho Office Suite, that is Writer, Sheet, and Show, for official documents and workflows. It's part of the Swadeshi Atmanirbhar Bharat push towards using Indian-made software for securing data and reducing foreign dependencies. So to know what this means, whole departments moving away from Microsoft or other foreign tools, adopting Writer for document creation, collaboration, review, audit trails, and it's large scale and it's happening now. So during the COVID-19 period, Zoho supported NGOs, government bodies, and even war rooms like in Tamil Nadu using its platform. They helped with everything from managing volunteer sign up forms, tracking medical equipment and PPE inventory, to donor management, relief request tracking, and reporting. And in those cases, Writer and associated applications were part of the integrated workflows. People used fillable forms, collaborated online, generated reports, and much of it while facing bandwidth, resource, and urgency constraints. And while Zoho Creator has led some big automation in universities, many of those workflows depend on rich document work, and that's where Zoho Writer steps in. So generating offer letters, admission letters, notices, results, or even assessments. So these are natural fits for Writer. Import, export, formatting, collaboration, and approval cycles. So this is where Zoho Writer shines in. And there are firms producing offer letters, invoices, polished documents, and internal memos, but without wanting 6 different point tools. They're using Writer to consolidate all of that: form templates, mail merge, collaboration, exporting to PDF, etc. because it's free to get started and they can scale without any cost risk. And to cover remote and offline use, so some government or semi-government offices in remote regions depend on offline usage intermittently. The Writer desktop application allows you to work while offline, storing locally, syncing when connected. Also, government directives emphasize data sovereignty. So having Indian data centers, strong encryption, and avoiding external dependencies is a major plus here. To know what this really means for you, if your organization is thinking of modernizing your document workflows, you're not alone. So there's a growing peer set doing exactly this. And you can lean on Writer not just for everyday documents, but for forms, approvals, offline and online collaboration, and even mainly complaints. The cost and learning curves are lower than most expect. The upside is you streamline your operations, reduce error, and possibly reduce licensing or spending on multiple tools. All right, before we wrap, let's talk about what you can do right after this session. You've seen what Zoho Writer can do. Now it's your turn to try it out. On your screen, you'll see QR codes. Go ahead and scan them. They'll take you straight to the first one, the sign up page. You can create your account in seconds. Next up, the desktop application for downloads. So for Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. And next up, the mobile applications. If you're on Android or iOS, you can scan, install, and start writing wherever you are. Additionally, I've added the QR codes for the user guide, the help center. So it is packed with articles to walk you through automation, the templates, and Zia. And the last one is the community forum. You can meet other users, share ideas, and get answers from our team. And now I'll leave you with a little challenge. So after we close, open Zoho Writer, import a Word document you use every day, and try running one automation flow, maybe a merge template or a approval workflow. I bet you will realize within minutes that it feels simpler and familiar enough to be effortless, but powerful enough to make you wonder why you didn't switch to Zoho Writer earlier. So go ahead, scan those codes, sign in, and start exploring, and we'll be right here if you need any help. To wrap up, Zoho Writer gives you everything you love in Word with easier collaboration, built-in automation, and zero licensing cost. And the transition is smooth, and you get extras like Zia, workflows, and form building out of the box. And if your organization already uses Zoho tools, Writer becomes a powerful central document engine. Thank you all for being here. It's been a joy walking you through Writer. I look forward to seeing you, what you build with it. Thank you.